Share Life. Today we are going to make our Christmas pudding. By the time this video is uploaded, it's well past Stir Up Sunday, but we did actually bake one on Stir Up Sunday, and tonight we will do the taste test of that one at the end of this video. And this one that we're making tonight will be for actually Christmas Eve, which is when we have our Christmas pudding. So I've measured out 120 grams of breadcrumbs. I've got panko breadcrumbs, but you could use any breadcrumbs that you like. I also have 120 grams of suet. Other things I've done is, we've got the giggles, have we? Giggling. Another thing I've got is the pudding bowl that you're going to make it in. It's all completely buttered and ready for the mixture to go in, but I do like to mix everything in first in a clear bowl because you can easily lift it, make sure everything's been mixed in and fine. I also have 500 grams of dried mixed fruit. These have been previously soaked in brandy. I bought them like that, but you could obviously just buy them plain and just add your own mixture in. But it's a mixture of raisins and sultanas, dried cranberries and cherries. So you want to put that in, sweetie? Thank you. Good job. Good job. Thank you. Then you want 150 grams of chopped up pecan nuts. Could you please put that in, my love? Thank you. Then I have 150 grams of dates. You do that for me? Use the spoon. A bit sticky, huh? Thank you. Good job. So what we're going to add next is 100 grams of dried apricots. Do you want to add that in, darling? Good job. And then I have 50 grams of crystallized dried ginger. You want that in, sweetie? Good job. Then I have a couple of sprigs of rosemary, really finely chopped. You know that one? Good job. 150 grams of plain flour. Put that in. Oh, slowly. Good job. Excellent, thank you. Right, so I do then have some spices put together here. I have 1/4 teaspoon of salt, 1/2 teaspoon of cinnamon, 1/2 teaspoon of ground ginger, 1/2 teaspoon of baking powder, 1/2 teaspoon of ground cloves, and half an actual nutmeg which I freshly grated. I cook with all of stuff like this all the time, so I have them at home. But if you don't, you could just get yourself a jar of allspice, which will be all the spices mixed in, and then you'll need to add the salt and the baking powder. Whose turn is it to add? I forgot. You, right? You add that in, baby. Thank you. Right, and then I have a zest and juice of one satsuma. Thank you, honey. Oh, that smells strong, doesn't it? I have then 1 egg. Under the egg. Thank you. And then I have 200 milliliters of full fat milk. Put that in. Thank you. Thank you, sweetie. We can just put it there. Thank you, my love. Then I have 50 grams of softened butter, which I could try. It's a bit tricky, this one. Put that in. And then 3 tablespoons of dark rum and 1 tablespoon of brandy. That's it. But yeah, so we will be getting a mixing and put it in there, and I will show you the next step. Now, do you want to give you the mix, sweetie? You want to go first? Oh, okay. Okay, I'm sorry. Okay, so pudding mix in the bowl, nice and flat, so you don't get a wobbly pudding. Greaseproof paper. My little helpers are gone for now, but they'll be back. So you just want to fold it in half, properly, and then half again, half again, half again, and one more time. I think that was 5. And yeah, so you could just go just over half and just give it a cut, and you should be left with a nice circle. Yeah, it's okay if it's a little bit bigger, it doesn't matter. But yeah, so just tuck it over the pudding. Make sure it's stuck right down on the edges. And it's fine, you can just cut the rest up or just tuck it in. It's really not that big a deal. I've got my water coming to a simmer. So then 2 sheets of foil. So when you get to this stage, you want some string. What I do is keep it quite long actually, because then you can make a little handle at the top for lifting it in and out of water. It'll make your life so much easier. So what you want to do, I wonder if I can show you onto camera, but you want to do a double knot, if you know what I mean. So, 1, and then another 1, 2 is what I meant to say. And then put it as tight as you can. It helps if you have somebody else to help with that, because this is very important. It needs to be very, very tight. And then make another knot. Put it very tight. There we go, that's good. So what you can do then is, see where the knot is, turn it the other way. I'm just trying to do this so you can see. Bring another piece of string round, like that. Cut it from the roll. You see, so the knots that I made is back here now. You want to come forward, loop it through, and make another double knot. So you make yourself a handle. See? That's what you want to be able to do. This is going to go boil on medium low for 4 hours. At the end of 4 hours, take the foil off carefully, it will be hot. Take the greaseproof paper off and do this process again, and leave it in a dark, cool place until you're ready to eat it, whether it's tomorrow or Christmas Day or whenever you like. And then if you make the handle as well, then it'll make it easy for you to reheat it back up again. And yeah, so we'll go on to the taste test next. So it's time to do the taste test. This is the one that we baked on Stir Up Sunday. Usually what we do is pour a little bit of brandy on top and set it on fire. And then once the brandy goes out, we dig in. Here we go. You like it? Is it good? It worked out okay? Yeah, do you like it, honey? Ooh, that was a big bite. Slowly, sweetie. Yummy? Excellent. Well, I hope you enjoyed the recipe. I hope you give it a try. If you make it any time between now and Christmas Eve, it will turn out absolutely fine. And thank you for watching, and we'll see you in the next video. Bye!